Boop-a-doop, minimize. Live chat.
And there we are.
Water cup.
Beautiful.
Game 91 howdy, folks. Jason M. Hey, everyone. We gotta fix the camera. Brightness up. Dance get him ooh Jay and Nick, how's your horrendous night? Diatinara, hi folks. Jay loved the retro video. Siran Kushian, good morning from Ireland. Ooh, neat. Take the Hun, howdy. Monstergrave2234, hey, I'm really new in the Wargaming figures, and I'd love to say that you gave me some passion. Ah, awesome. How is 2 streams in a day doing for you, Jay? Pretty good. I was on a podcast, a live podcast, with Dr. Rhino, who streams on Twitch.
Do you think he's a real rhino?
The world may never know.
Interesting. Daniel Bear, oh no, I'm stuck inside with the spicy cough. Going to try to paint a whole kill team this week.
Yeah!
Oh, the old spicy cough.
Mm-hmm. Burnett Crathmail, hi there. Captain Howdy 91, should I buy a bunch of skinks to rebase and repaint, or the new Chaos Knight set? Whichever one you want more, but the skinks.
Yeah. Joseph Patton, dear Jay and Nick, who is also here. Super quick advice on kit bashing and Ultramarine Captain on bike prees.
Are you using the classic Space Marine bike set, or are you using the Outriders? But like, I mean, you're probably gonna have to go torso up and then use whatever riding legs came with the bike. Or you have to really chop up the legs to get them to fit properly. Can't find anyone. Done! $250 of skinks!
Yeah, yeah, they're ready to go. Joseph Patton, classic, and maybe that cool Raven Wing grill thingy.
Ooh.
In terms of the bike.
Mr. Highman Canada 2. Radiation is just spicy air.
This is true.
The Raven Wing thing would probably be a good idea to give the bike a little bit more pizzazz.
Kitty Hernandez, I'm using the Noise Marine as a character in 30k, and no one can stop me. Well, I mean, sounds like you're not a true fan.
Daniel Bear, did you see that Mr. Sunday Movies is going through the Star Wars prequels for the Caravan of Garbage series? Very funny stuff. Huh, I can't believe he hasn't already done that. But that's awesome. I love Caravan of Garbage. They're fun. It's just 2 Australian fellas talking about stuff.
I feel like, isn't it always?
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of time over there, I feel like.
Sometimes it seems that way.
Space Wolf Daddy. Why do Space Marines not come with a small amount of transfers of all of the different armies?
They removed them not too long ago. I guess they figured nobody cares, and it seems like most people don't. But I miss the they never came with all the chapters. They came with a few, which was a little frustrating. But yeah, obviously I think it should come with all the chapters. Wouldn't even be that hard either. You just need to make 10 of each. Like pick 10 of the most popular chapters and just throw them on there. You probably don't have to do Blood Angels or Space Wolves because they're kind of their own thing and they have their own transfer sheets. Monster Grave 2234, do you recommend the Citadel paints or a different brand? All the paint brands are pretty much the same. I'd say get whatever is easiest for you to get, and I would say get a little bit of everything. And then you can see like, oh, I really like Scale 75, or I really like Citadel, or I really like Army Painter.
Right, and you're going to find certain paints from certain brands suck.
Yeah, every brand has winners and losers.
Like the Vallejo Reds are not great.
No.
Don't like them. But their blues are wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Their browns are great. The grays are nice. Pretty much everything else.
Tara asks Spleen, hey Nick, been keeping up with the OnlyFans recently?
Better believe it. I mean, you got to join to really find out.
Mm-hmm.
Working and twerking, as they say.
Rushlam, I'm going to use female Primaris Marines for Horus Heresy, Gravis Armor all the way. Ah, that is awesome. Ah, you're going to make people mad.
Yeah.
Not just female Space Marines, but Primaris Space Marines.
Ooh, yucky.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you show the 30k community the respect it deserves? What do you think this is, a game?
Jeez. People that think this is just a game, total cringe. Can barely even handle it. Next you're going to say it doesn't matter. It's only just for fun.
Mr. Highman Canada 2, if they ever make a new Space Hulk set, they should make expansions with 5 Terminators of each Legion. They might do something like that. They did that for the video game, Space Hulk.
Monster Grab 2234. I'm planning on getting the recruit bundle to start my Warhammer journey.
Ooh.
It's a good bundle.
Mm-hmm. TJ the Hope Painter. The concept of trying brands is understandable, yet for me and probably others too, not so affordable. Well, you don't have to buy the whole brands of paint. Like buy reds from a red from Games Workshop, a blue from Army Painter, a green from Scale 75. Like, yeah, you definitely don't have to try out the whole brands.
Yeah. Yeah, probably not a good idea. Also, the paint sets are dumb.
Yeah, paint sets are
never,
bad.
It's never really a deal.
Like maybe a little one just to start out. Like Vallejo makes a pretty good 10 color set, which is like all your primaries and metal, white, and black. But yeah,
Right.
definitely not the 600 paints from Games Workshop for $1,000. Or like, here's 11 skin tones.
Right.
It's like, oh, you mean brown? Rushlam, at least I'm not making them from the Lost Legions. I think they might just have an aneurysm if I did that. But that's not how the Lost Legions were.
Yeah.
Monster Grave 2234. Necrons are just space skeletons. Absolutely.
Yeah, you nailed it. BJ95, I deadass just waited for a gnat to fly out of the microwave before starting it up. That's very nice of you.
Yeah.
Do bugs explode in the microwave?
I assume they would just... I guess they might explode, all the moisture inside of their little skeletons.
Yeah.
I bet they would explode.
Kind of a fun thought.
Mm-hmm. Bo and Shem, 600 Citadel paints for $1,000 is quite a good deal.
Very true. Butt face and survive the microwave.
Ooh.
Really? Interesting. Oh my goodness. Dancing of Doom. Yes, they do. I did it with a grasshopper when I was younger. Oh boy.
Metap, hey Jay, how do you know when colors will work well? Is it due to experience and time or natural gut instinct? I love the current color scheme you have for Death Guard. It's gut and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of experience. Really, it's just experience. I've painted a lot, and so I have a vague sense of what colors will work together, although I'm still often wrong.
TJ the Hobo Painter. My insect rule is simple. Out of arm's reach equals out of harm's way. Within reach is looking for trouble.
Gen A Tools, what do you think is the most difficult mini you've had to paint, and why did you thought it was the most difficult? Gene Stealer Cult Neophytes are really hard. They have a lot of details that feel like they all need to be painted. And they're kind of spindly, and it's hard to get your brush everywhere it needs to be. So I'd say Gene Stealer Neophytes.
Joseph Patton, what is your favorite white paint? Ninjon likes platinum, titanium, white, something or other. I just watched one of his vids, but I already forgot the brand.
I use what Ninjon uses. It's Liquitex heavy body acrylic titanium white. It's the best.
Boom. The red ones go faster. How do we join your Patreon/Discord? You know what? Thanks for asking that question. You know, if you go down to the second link in the description of the live stream, that's our Patreon, and then if you go to the third link, that is our Discord server. Also, you know, if you want to stop at that first link, we got some merch. You can buy some merch. Got some fun t-shirts and sweatshirts. Yep, and we have some really cool terrain out this month, and there's going to be a video about it very soon. Maybe very, very, very soon. Like, really soon. Like, insanely soon. Thunderfist. Hey, Nick, did you ever finish that orc army you were painting? No, and I haven't touched it since that video. It's, if you could believe it, it maybe completely and utterly burned me out of doing that army in that way.
Brevin Nogle, what is your favorite faction? Black Templar Space Marines. They're the bestest.
Michael Morales, I think I'm banned from Discord. Interesting. What did you do? We have banned a couple of people. But usually it was for like spamming or being incredibly annoying. Are you incredibly annoying? But don't worry, there's plenty of annoying people still on there.
Mm-hmm.
We'd like to keep a couple around.
Yeah. Gears. Jay, what's your opinion on coat to arms paint? I personally love them, but I'm curious about yours. Never tried them before. I know their gimmick is that they're old Citadel paints. I'm sure they are fine. I've used a lot of different paints from a lot of different companies, and I've never had any where I'm like, whoa, this is just better, or this is bad. They're all fine. I'm gonna do that 88. I can attest that the t-shirts are of the highest quality. I purchased 2 when they first came out.
See, there you go. Matt F. Hey Nick, are you able to make a terrain STL optimized for non-resin printers? The vast majority of our STLs are for non-resin printers. Like, we had that video about a month ago, which was our big ass battlefield. Like, all of that was basically printed on a FDM printer with PLA, and everything out this month is for PLA or FDM or whatever you want to use. So there's probably less than 10 pieces that you'd probably have to use a resin printer on.
The Cheese Animator, brush control tips, please. Take your chair and set it really, really low so that you can rest your whole forearms and your hands flat on the table. That way, there's not nearly as much potential for wiggle. Like right now, my whole forearms and both my hands are resting flat on the table. And so, really, it's just my fingers.
Little fingies.
So I'm going to do that 88. Corax White is fine. There's individual paints that suck from every paint line.
Very true.
Corax White is garbage. They shouldn't sell it.
Yeah. Did you tell Games Workshop that they shouldn't sell it?
Mm-hmm.
Should they listen? Be like, okay, dear guy. That's what they sound like.
Constantinos, hello, Minigamer J. I saw you on Twitch with Mr. Rhino. You look very distracted and a little sad. Are you okay? Nope. Closing up the channel today. Thank goodness. Joseph Patton, I also purchased the Eons merch shirt, and I will use the J scale to rate it. I score it a super good. But a super duper good?
Yeah.
I
guess
like
it's not
to
super
be a,
duper good.
To be a true J scale, it's got to be super duper. But it's super duper.
You know, it's when you put stuff out online, you realize the weird things that you say, and you realize how ugly you are.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the things. Those are the things that happen.
Monster Gav 2234. I love the Warhammer stuff, but it's so expensive. Yes. Yeah, that
Very
is
true.
the biggest sin of Games Workshop is the price. The Occultists of the Abyss is slightly a price. It's $25 for 8 very nice cultists. Also, there's the Grave Wraith Stalkers from Age of Sigmar. That is $15. So there's a couple of little things here and there. But yeah, for the most part, it's very expensive.
Region 85. If Jay quits, we riot.
The cheese animator. I literally now have a blue streak across my whole model because I suck at brush control. I haven't done that in a long time, but I have often dropped my model into the wet palette. That has happened quite a few times.
I think it's happened quite a few times on stream.
Yep. On stream,
Just in
off
general.
stream,
Yeah.
at an Adepticon painting class.
Oh yeah. Oh. Man, I wanted so badly for the instructor to look at you while you dipped your whole model into your cup of water and gave it a little shake. Man. I mean, it turned out really good though.
Mm-hmm.
Still turned out great. Although if it was Army Paint or Speed Paint, all of the paint would come off.
Yep.
Boom.
Monster Grave 2234. Have you heard of the game Freeblade? It's a Warhammer game where you control an Imperial Knight. I have. I think it's on my phone. I played it for about 5 minutes. It's a fun little on-rails shooter where you're an Imperial Knight and you shoot stuff. It's neat. It's a neat little app. Gamma Field. 40k is actually very affordable if you just steal the models directly from a GW store.
You know? Not wrong.
Dietinara, it's not so bad when you factor in how much time you get out of each mini. I can drop $400 on Lego and have it all finished by the end of the day. That's true. There's different ways to look at it.
True. Although, what you got to do with a Lego set, you know how they number all the bags and have all the, have all the bags separated?
Mm-hmm.
Just undo them all. Just spill it all into a pile.
I always do that.
That'll take you a lot longer.
Yeah, well, a lot longer.
But you know what? A lot more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Anton Tama. Hello, everyone. Can you please share Discord channel link so I can show my project and get some feedback on it, if possible? Thanks. Our Discord is the third link in the description. And we do have a Critique My Minis
Channel.
channel, and you can put stuff there, and then the people in our Discord will talk about it. If you want super detailed feedback, you should join our Patreon, because we do a show where there are our Patreon members, they submit their models, and then we talk about them. And like you get like a little video about your model.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have an episode of that coming up this week on Saturday. Only on the Patreon.
Talk about value. Damn.
I know. It's pretty insane.
Camp Howdy 91. I painted a streak across my lamp this morning again. You know, I have a lot of paint on my lamps, and it doesn't make any sense. But it gets there somehow. Brevin Nogle, getting a girlfriend with Warhammer is really hard.
I mean, I think if you are ashamed of it, then it's hard.
Yeah.
If you're like, this is what I do, I think people will appreciate it.
I mean, it's certainly interesting.
Yeah, I mean, most people don't do anything with their lives.
Yeah.
And, you do this. And what you do is you put the emphasis on the creative aspects of it. You know, like a really, I'm an artiste. I paint.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it looks horrible. That's what you say. I'm an artiste.
Po and Shen, will this Death Guard have a rust effect? If yes, how do you manage to do that with the current color scheme? There won't be a rust effect. It'll just all look exactly like it does now, except for more highlight and shadow and value.
It will look like that, but really good.
Mm-hmm.
Good on, Smith. Just build your own girlfriend from leftover sprues.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Recycling.
Yeah, recycling. See, that's the only sprue project that I'm down with.
Christian Ariza, have you guys thought of creating your own 3D miniatures for sale?
Oh, maybe. I mean, we currently make terrain. Up on our Patreon right now. You can get, at this moment in time, you can get everything we've ever made. And the Radiant Minis terrain for this month.
Damn, personalized hobby critique videos. Tons of exclusive STL terrain.
It's pretty insane.
I mean, next you're going to be saying that you get a live hobby hangout every Friday night.
You know what? I will be saying that. Wow. It's pretty crazy.
Pandangtastic, way back when you really have sticker shock when you got 2 metal minis and a blister for $12. Try making Imperial Guard army like that. That is true. Armies were a lot smaller back then, so you'd only need to buy 10 of those blisters. I guess maybe 15 to make a 30-man guard unit. And that would only come out to, a couple $100. Maybe things haven't changed that much. Jessel Daniel, what kind of wet palette do you use? I use the Masterson's wet palette with a piece of parchment paper as my palette paper. It is the cheapest one you can buy. Although, a regular plate and a piece of paper towel and a piece of parchment paper works just as good.
Boom. Matt F. Hey Jay, I bought a few Space Marines off eBay inspired by eBay Miniature Rescue. Now the problem is the models came from a smoker's house. It stinks like cigarettes. Any advice to remove the smell?
Maybe if you varnish them, it'll trap in the flavor.
Yeah. Well, I also, huh. I mean, if you, so are they just naked? Like, no paint on them already? Because maybe you just paint over it. Maybe I would assume priming would get rid of it. I know it's a very interesting problem to have. Ooh, Matthew Cheeseman. Working title for your own minis would be Burp Quest.
Yeah.
Burp Quest. Matt F. Painted. Maybe you just strip the paint off. If possible.
I would give it a few weeks, see if maybe the smell dies down. Maybe take up smoking. Maybe now is your chance. Or maybe just try to give them a little varnish.
Yeah, it's so weird. I bet that smell isn't coming out.
Yeah.
The varnish might help, but I don't know. I mean, if you buy it and it reeks, I mean, it's pretty insane.
Brian Hall, man, how does he get such good color blends? Time. It takes a long time.
Time and hashtag practice.
Yeah.
Daniel Bear, varnish over the Cheeto dust to trap in the flavor.
Absolutely.
Not a bad idea.
I know Dr. Rhino today taught me that regular Cheetos are flavored like nacho. I thought that they were flavored like Doritos. Like the red bag ones.
The Doritos or Cheetos?
Or Doritos. The regular red Doritos are apparently nacho flavored.
Nacho. Yeah, it says it on the bag.
They don't taste like nacho.
No, they
taste
don't,
like
but
Doritos.
it says it on the bag.
Yeah, it says it on the bag. I've never read that bag.
The blue ones are blue flavored.
I've never enjoyed the blue flavor as much as the red flavor.
Yeah, see what they have to do is it has to be over blued. Like when they accidentally over season it, then I enjoy it a lot. Again, I think we haven't talked about this in a while, but I would buy these every single week. The Doritos, and they were like chicken ranch nacho flavor. And they were in like a super bright blue bag. And goddamn, I love those. I love this more than anything, and those are gone. They've been gone for like 4 years now. Mr. Hobbyman Canada 2. I thought the red tastes like tomatoes.
I could see that more than nacho.
Well, it's like nacho cheese. Mason, have you tried the purple bag spicy sweet chili? Yes, it sucks. I don't like it.
I have not tried it. I am sure I would not like it. I usually like plain.
You mean nacho?
I like plain Oreos. I like plain Doritos.
You like saltines with nothing on them?
Saltines. Yeah. Oh yeah, nothing on them. Of course. What are you gonna put on? What are you gonna put on a saltine?
Peanut butter?
No. Peanut butter is for sushi. Everybody knows that.
Right. I do think about all the time the PB&J roll
PB&J roll.
that we talked about a couple streams ago. That was a good riff. A PB&J roll.
Gears. The cigarette smell adds a flavor to the crunch of the plastic. Butt face. Put them in the sun. Does the sun deodorize? I've heard that. That might not be a bad idea. Also, you can just air them out. If they came in like a box or an army case, definitely try to ditch that.
I guarantee the smoke connects into the paint.
Yeah.
And it's gonna just be in the paint, and it's always gonna smell. Guaranteed.
Maybe you could take up vaping, and then maybe eventually your vape flavor will overpower the cigarette flavor.
Yeah. Like a little blue raspberry.
Yeah.
That could be pretty fun.
Constantino's just soak smelly minis in isopropyl alcohol and melt it. The yuck will melt away. A bunch of stuff will melt away.
Maximus, chaos flavored chips that taste like pain. I would assume so.
Gears. I use fishbowl pebbles as basing for my Ideneth Deepkin. I match my colors to the purple and orange. It is cheap and gives a good color scheme. That is awesome.
Awesome.
You should get like the little bubbler, the little chest that opens and closes. Some plastic plants.
This is honestly a pretty good idea. Grizzly Andre, dip them in a Doritos bag. So maybe the Doritos will kind of take over the smell.
Maximus?
Kai Dunbar. Too late. Kai Dunbar, will you ever do a whole video on your Death Guard scheme?
I've done 2 videos on my Death Guard scheme. I did one called I paint better when I drunk better when I paint.
Mm-hmm.
And I have another one.
Probably last year.
And then I have one this year, or maybe still last year, where I painted a Beast of Nurgle in this color scheme.
Yeah, was that this? I think that was one of the first videos this year.
Mm.
And then I think you painted some on stream too.
Yeah,
a while ago.
Gotta look back through the VODs.
VODs. Which, by the way, since we're really exploring these links in the description, that is the 4th link in the description. If you want to see all of the past live streams, or on our main channel page, you scroll down a little bit, you see a playlist.
How long do you think it would take to watch all the VODs?
I mean, you're not. Just don't.
Yeah, obviously don't.
I don't even want to entertain it. Because let's see, there is 480 of them. 480 VODs.
And plenty of those are 3 hour plus Saturday streams.
Yes. And if you join the Patreon, you can get access to... I think we're at 73, 74, maybe 76, 77. I don't remember how many.
So another 140 hours.
Yeah, which is another 2 hours of streaming. And, yeah. Very wild.
Monster Grave 2234, what's your favorite Space Marine chapter and why? Black Templar, because they're the best.
TJ the Hobo Painter. Beast of Nurgle is pretty fresh in my memory. Well, I don't remember what came out yesterday. That is one of those things. We make so many videos and we think like we're thinking so far ahead that we forget what we put out. And also like I think that came out like one of the first weeks of January, but we probably finished it, or we probably finished filming it like the first or second week in December.
Yeah.
So, 'cause I think especially then we were really ahead because we had like we had just a little downtime at the end of the year. TJ the Hobo Painter. Yesterday, the retro vibes.
Gears, watching every EOB stream is pay to win.
Hell yeah.
Terrasclean, the absolute worst people in this hobby are the ones who buy pre-painted models, only play for competitive and to win, and hate narrative-focused play. Am I alone in this one? I feel like that's not many people. Might be one guy out there. But I think if you buy your model, it's fine. You know, if you're a dentist, an evil dentist who's got lots of cash to throw around, get your stuff
or a
pre-painted.
corrupt lawyer,
yeah,
or a politician.
You know, some sort of a dictator.
Yeah. Then that's perfectly fine.
Stern Merc, Jay, how do you keep track of stats and abilities while playing Kill Team? I was planning to make something like the Age of Sigmar War Scroll cards. Someone has already made that. I don't remember who. I know the YouTuber. Dice. I don't remember, but if you look up Kill Team cards, it should pop up. I think he sells them on Etsy. I think you can even pay him to fill them out for you. Otherwise, you can buy, for pretty cheap, you can buy the templates and then fill them out yourself.
Yeah, there you go. Or just memorize them all.
Or just memorize them all. Yeah, easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Easy peasy. Joe Runge. Oh my gosh, enough with the corrupt lawyer / evil dentist / politician bashing. Uh-oh, somebody's a corrupt lawyer / dentist / politician.
/ dictator.
Yeah, you forgot dictator. Rushalam. Worst people in this hobby are 100% the guys who play Ultramarines and Kill Team. I just like that one.
Gideon Smith. Even Henry Cavill paints his own minis, and that guy must be loaded. That's true. He must like it.
Yep. What a nerd.
What a loser.
Yeah, jeez. Can you imagine playing 40k? Especially Custodes. What a dweeb. I bet he has problems with the ladies.
Yeah, of course.
Kai Dunbar, would you ever make a crazy Mad Max orc diorama?
I'm not a big fan of dioramas. I like toys I can play with.
I agree. Little Nibbler 93. I'm pretty sure he's on your Patreon and this live stream right now.
Oh no!
Guaranteed.
That's fine. He knows he's a giant dork.
Yeah.
What a loser.
Yeah. I always wonder. I wonder he must be watching tutorials.
Yeah.
You would think.
There's a good, fair to good chance he has seen one of our videos. Anthony Winter, what is your favorite colors for painting mud? Brown.
Yep.
Vallejo makes a really good mud texture. I think it's called mud texture.
Yeah. I think you nailed it. Matthew Cheeseman, pretty sure Henry Cavill doesn't have a girlfriend either. 40k is for nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Although he's got money for toots though. So maybe that's what he's working on.
Chris, that means he's seen more of your show than I've seen of his. Danzig Doom. Hey Jay, what's your favorite Star Wars movie and why is it Rogue One? Rogue One is so good. I think my favorite Star Wars movie is still 1977, A New Hope.
Gears. Jay. It is called thick mud texture. Get it right.
I would like to formally apologize. I am stating my resignation.
Perfect. It is thick, though. Matthew Cheeseman, please no Star Wars. Yeah, no, people get traumatized.
Ooh, you know what though?
For all the Star Wars talk.
I got Star Wars Battlefront 2 EA, and you can play as Rey, and so I got to play as Rey a little bit, which was fun. She has a lightsaber. Matt F. How to get a girlfriend via Warhammer. You don't tell her after 2 years, and when she's in too deep, then too deep to leave, then you show her. But she might leave after she finds out.
Yep.
I like to think that you have a beautiful relationship, but she's never been in the basement.
Yeah.
And you keep saying it's going to be a surprise. And then finally, maybe after the wedding, you finally take her downstairs and you show her the miniatures, and then immediately the bags are being packed.
Yep. Yeah, it's not it's not gonna be good. Although I do think it's probably better than having model trains in your basement.
Yeah.
Although I can totally see myself as a 75-year-old man just really having fun. My little conductor hat.
World War Art, I remember when you were live streaming your painting of the pumpkin piece that you made 2 years ago on Halloween. The diorama? That wasn't a live stream, that was a normal video. But I live streamed, I did a special spooky Halloween live stream where I painted a skeleton salamander from Cobra Mode.
Yeah. That was a good model.
Mm-hmm. Diatinara, I've been saving it until Ahsoka unlocks. Ahsoka's in the game?
Chris, you know who likes model trains? Squats. Maybe.
That's true. Hajus. So are squats a double no-no? They're both train models and 40k. That's a good point.
That is a good point.
I like to think that people, when they release squat trains, people are going to have them on a track running around their Christmas trees.
I mean, you have to.
Monster Grave 2234, do you like the Legion of the Damned? And if you do you want them to be made into models? I wouldn't mind the Legion of the Damned coming back. I have a bunch of the old metal Legion of the Damned models. I painted one up and I did not enjoy it. It was black armor is hard. I didn't do a great job painting it. Just wasn't feeling it. But I definitely wouldn't mind them coming back with like cool looking, actually good new models. That'd be sweet.
Oh yeah, isn't tomorrow the first day of the Warhammer Fest?
Oh yeah.
Did they say what time?
There's a
Things are happening?
countdown on the Games Workshop
Okay.
web store, I think. So I guess you have to do math.
God, I hate this so much. Okay, let me look. Okay, well, first I'm gonna go to Warhammer Community because if they're gonna say anything, okay, yeah, 13 hours. So 13 hours from now, that's when they'll do it. So I think would that be 12 o'clock our time? I'm not really paying it. Let's see. Wait a second. It is 5 p.m. British Standard Time. So that would be 11 o'clock our time.
If it's 11 o'clock, that'd be perfect.
Yes. I know my Brit time.
Terraspleen, does anyone have any tips for getting into Age of Sigmar? I've perused the armies and none of them are really jiving with me. Need some help. None of them? I mean, 2 different flavors of undead skeletons, blood elves, trees, lizard men, 2 different flavors of giants, ogres, vampires. I feel like skyfaring steampunk dwarves. I like that. There's so much. There's so much in Age of Sigmar. Orcs, goblins who worship the moon.
Oh, I love it. Everybody is saying what time it would be in Central, and people are disagreeing. It is 11, though.
Caramel Apple, I need to finish my nids. A lot of the secondhand models I've had to remove. Glued weapon, should I just save up for new models instead? Nah, fix these up, paint them, and then also get new models.
Boom. Okay. Ooh, I understand why it matters that it's 11 o'clock now. I just figured it out. But yeah, and that's the 40k stuff. 40k on that Wednesday.
Gears, my opinion.
Grizzly Andre, I live in the UK. It's nearly 4 a.m. here. I need to sleep, but video games.
Yeah. In my opinion, Blood Bowl is awesome. Buy one $50 box and you have almost every single model for that faction. There are sometimes one character, but it's not needed. One box and you're done. Blood Bowl is that fun.
I would love to do it.
Gababap.
Yep. But unfortunately, Man, we can't do another game. They make a lot of games. Again, I don't know. I love goblins, but I don't know if I'm a fan of any of the goblin teams in Blood Bowl.
Blah blah.
I think I like the goblin ogre one the most. That one's the most fun. I'm gonna look at him again. Jeez. Good old their terrain's really expensive, I would say. They're doing like a combined deal with a bunch of like towers and whatever for $315.
Wow. So it's not cheap.
Nope. All right, Blood Bowl
Blah blah.
teams.
Captain Howdy 91. Seraphon are the key to enjoying Age of Sigmar. I agree. Seraphon are awesome.
I mean, look at those Gloom Spike gets.
Captain Howdy 91. Dinos riding dinos. Sternmerk, do you guys think we will get a Space Marine 2 trailer in Warhammer Fest? You know, that's not a bad guess. I feel like because there's only been the one. Maybe a new trailer and an official launch day. I could totally see that happening.
It'd be very interesting. The Cheese Man. They really should make a Emperor Titan for literally only YouTubers to buy and us immortals to look at enviously.
Honestly, that wouldn't be a terrible idea.
And there you go, folks. Speaking of that, not terrible idea. 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it's Betty by time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we already had one video out this week. We got 3 more coming. One tomorrow, one on Friday, another one on Saturday, and that Saturday one's a Patreon exclusive episode where we're doing some Patreon critiques, going through the Patreon members' models, and talking about them, and usually saying nasty things about them, and trying to help them improve. And we also have our Patreon-only live stream after the normal live stream on Friday, where you can actually call in and chat with us on Discord during the stream.
Yeah.
We can hear your voice. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, we'll be back with another live stream tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central.
Alrighty, everybody. Good night.
Good